Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my son Goddess 777. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is my son Goddess 777. My son Goddess 777. What's going on, people? What the hell is going on? They done lost their minds. They have lost their minds. Greetings, greetings. So what we're gonna talk about is a lot of things, but I'm not gonna be out here long with you. So, okay. Greetings, greetings, greetings. They got World War III popping off. Um, they like to they're bullies. They like to make excuses for messing with other people. They don't care nothing about the American people because if they did, they would be focusing on what's going on here and how to fix things here. They would not be focusing on going in here and destabilizing these other countries. But I guess they doing it because they know, you know what I'm saying. I guess they got to get it how they live. They on their piracy stuff. So, what is? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my stream. What's going on with my stream? Something going on with YouTube. Something going on. I'm gonna be over here not long. I'm gonna just do a video. I'm just gonna get on the laptop, do it. Get on the desktop, and do a video. Gee, what in the world? I guess they don't got me in the algorithm. They don't have me in the algorithm. Greetings, 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 greetings. Yeah, I'm up here today. Greetings. I mean, I'm up here, but I'm showing my face for now. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Yeah. You see the prices of gas, but you know what? We have survived prices higher than this. We'll be all right. Remember when it went up to like $4 a gallon, close to five? I remember when it was up to like $5 a gallon. $5 a gallon. You know that don't make no sense. One who was in office then? Was that during Biden, Joe Biden, when he was when his clone or whatever that looked that person that was impersonating Joe Biden, because they said he been gone since 2016. So you never know. Some people said it was Jim Carrey. Now they saying Jim Carrey didn't smash. So we don't know anyway. So it's a lot of gas being held up. A lot of petroleum, a lot of the oil rigs on those ships in that peninsula. It's like several hundreds of ships that are being held up because Iran has shut down that peninsula, so cannot get they're not able to get the gas and stuff through there because it's been shut down. So they're having to go like through the Ivory Coast of Africa, and that's gonna be like millions of dollars worth of fuel for them to travel that distance, and it's gonna raise the prices on the goods too. That's gonna raise everything. But like I said, we need to start trying to find people we can pull together with. You cannot do this on your own. You cannot be on that me, myself, and I, hating women, hating men, all that. All them people that's thinking like that and that old mindset, they're gonna be washed away. You know, like I said, they're gonna be washed away with the tide. Now you got to get on that community mindset, working together, collective mindset. Even with your thinking and your meditation, you got to be uniform and unity together about building, about getting off depending on these systems and all this different stuff. It's time for that now. If it was never like, it's time to fast forward into building together, getting off the grid as much as you possibly can. You know that they didn't build that bridge, London Bridge, overnight, but it's time for us to change. Stop. It's time to do a barbecue. Stop playing. Some people ain't gonna never change. They gonna just be washed away with the tides. We're not talking about them. You see what's going on. It's time for us to start building. We've done it before. They did not destroy Black Wall Street. We destroyed Black Wall Street because we felt like that what they had, their schools, their restaurants, and all that was better than what we had. And we need to start trying to do as much as what Clark. He told us this like what way back in the day, in the 90s and before, how we need to start building our Black infrastructure. But a lot of us didn't listen, or we didn't know, or we was ignorant and sleep and naive. Well, it's time to start doing it now, fast, like sky speed, like fast forward and do it. Because at the end of the day, you only got each other. That's all we got. Find people that you can build with and you can work with. Build your systems, build your infrastructures, and do what you can so you won't be so dependent. Waiting on somebody to save you, because honey, them people don't lost their minds. It look like they know it's over for them, and they trying to find a way. All this warring and stuff, in my opinion, this is the opinion of my son, God is 777. They are trying to find a way to escape this firmament. That's what it's everything is got a spiritual base to it. They trying to cause all this chaos and mayhem and disruption of the frequencies and stuff, because they know it's over for them, and they really trying to get out of here, and they don't care about what they leave behind for us to have to clean up or put together. They don't care. They just worrying about it's over for them, and they trying to find a way out of here. So we cannot be on listening, believing everything they say in the media about, this is because they building this weapon. And they said the same thing about 9/11, about WOMs. When I say the weapons of mass destruction, they won't. That was a lie. That was a lie. So I'm not saying this is, like I said, this is for entertainment purposes. This is the opinions and the thoughts of my son, God is 777. I'm not saying this is the same case, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, I must like it or something, because I ain't believing none of this stuff. I'm still going within work. This has been the full moon and the full blood moon with the full lunar eclipse. This is a time in Virgo. Time to cleanse, let go, shed off your skin, the things in yourself that you need to detach from, the things that you need to end and let go. It's never too late. Age is nothing but a number. You can the way out is not running here, running there, being in fear and being in paranoia, thinking something gonna happen to you. The way out is going within yourself and working on healing yourself and letting things go, detaching from things, get out of material. Yes, things you need, and we need to be prepared. But honey, like I said, you do the best you can. But the thing is going within, getting your heart right, being as light as a feather, and healing, releasing things and letting things go. Whether it be you doing your qigong, which is your stretching, your breathing exercises, your salt baths, and all of that stuff. You see salt baths, grounding, meaning taking your shoes off, and grounding on the earth by a tree, whatever you got to do to become light as a feather, whatever you got to do to what they say, bag lady, let them bags go. You gonna miss your bus carrying all that. Go for the men too. I see a lot of men that's carrying childhood trauma badly. Childhood trauma of what they happened with them and their mothers, or the women that raised them. The hate, the hurt they got, the hate and the hurt for women and stuff, and it's rolling over into the relationships they have in the present, the relationships that they have with their wives, their girlfriends, their side chicks, their daughters. It's affecting everything. So it's time to heal. It's time to start working on it. You got to do the work. Nobody is gonna do the work for you. You got to do the work for yourself. But you can't meet the perfect person that's gonna heal you. You have to heal yourself and do the work yourself. If you don't, you're gonna just keep meeting trauma bond and meeting karmics, people that's fucked up just like you. And I'm speaking from experience. So yeah, all this stuff is going on. Look at, they say allegedly that Stephon Diggs has been let go of from the Patriots, and we kind of knew that was coming. Yeah, we kind of, and that's sad. The other brother got fired from the Dallas Cowboys on his day off too. So that's really sad. That tells you that them boys got some traumas and stuff that they have not healed from. There's something missing. Something ain't right. I don't know if they. I think their father might have passed away when they was a child. There's no telling what they have experienced or went through. And when somebody, a lot of times when a man go around having babies like that with different women, and it's just like dropping water out of a bucket. There's some insecurities going on within, or something ain't right. And also, it's no telling what they got to do to play sports in those gladiator. What is it? It's like the Roman Empire gladiators. They sit around and watch them run up and down the field, like the Roman gladiator fighters. Those gladiator Roman sports. It's no telling what rituals they got to go through to get into those levels of playing football and basketball and all that stuff. That fuck them up even more. They already be split and shattered when they go in there, and when they get done with them with all them rituals, they even worse off for that fame and that money, honey. What will you do? So I'm just saying, and everybody's surprised that this lady on TikTok coming out about Beyonce let her father go after 20 years, and he didn't have no kind of benefits and lost his house and all this and that. Well, to be a billionaire, you got to be a pretty evil person. You can't be no nice, save the land type of person becoming no billionaire. They got to step on a lot of people, do a lot of dirt, get rid of a lot of people to get to that level. And if they don't choose you to be that, and you become, they're gonna take their ass out of here like they did them crypto people that hit that crypto real big, and they found them in the ocean because they didn't want them to be billionaires, so they took them guys out, took them out of here. They, if you don't do what they say when you get to a certain level of finance, and hey, and you work and you sign contracts with them, so they don't want you to help nobody. They won't sack. They want you to. They want you to do anything diabolical, sacrificing, and just doing the 7 sins. It's nothing good that they want you to do to help nobody. It's not about. Matter of fact, them Zionist Christians, I ain't scared of them. They the evil ones. I think. I think you got a better chance. I ain't talking about this dealing with the Satanists and the Luciferians that believe in, it ain't the Satanism or the Luciferian. It's them believing in all this Epstein shit of eating kids and sacrificing children and torturing, and then they cloning. What they're doing is trying to find a way out of here. These are those disembodied creatures that's body jumping. That's what it is. You're not dealing with no humans. You're dealing with these spirits that was here before a flood that they was trying to get rid of. They jumping bodies and stuff. These are not humans. A human would not. What human would blow up a school with 163 little girls in there so they could make those people over there in that country of Iran surrender to them? Who does that? I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that to an enemy that I hate badly. Doing something like that, they blowing up a school with a little girl, and when they killed that man, it made it worse. That man is a supreme leader, and he is looked at as like a god. And it looked like they crucified Jesus. So you got a lot of radical Islamic worshipers that feel like if they crash out on America, then they feel like they're doing God's work, okay? And then they believe that when they do all this suicide mess or whatever, they can get they certain amount of wives, and they mention it. So all they did was fuck around and find out that they got sleeper cells here. So how they love the American people and care about the American people when they don't put the Americans and the Americans worldwide in a dangerous situation. Because you know what I'm saying, they got more followers now. Since when you martyr somebody that's loved, they say that man was evil and this and that. That man was well loved and looked up to. Now it looked like they crucified Jesus. So it's gonna be more devoted followers. Sometimes when you take a person out, it make people look at them as a supreme deity. Now they deify them. They will be praying to that man, lighting candles and all this, and trying to vindicate him and stuff. And the enemy will be America. So they made it worse for themselves because you got people that wasn't even following him. Now they looking up to him like he Jesus or something. So on top of that, that make it more dangerous for the American people because y'all motherfuckers got bunkers and stuff. Y'all can go on the ground or fly away or whatever, but we out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put us out here, but you know what's gonna happen? Everything that you're doing, that's why you blocking my stuff. That's why you shadow banning it. That's why you don't want it to be seen. Because everything that you doing is gonna backfire. Nothing that you plan is gonna work out like you think it's gonna work out. You thinking that all this stuff that you're doing is gonna make it so that you protected and you can hide and you can go in your bunkers and you can go in your little planes and fly away and go in your submarine. But guess what? Everything you hide in, every rock will be pulled back and uncovered. Nothing you do will prosper. Everything you sacrifice, you will have to sacrifice 1,000 times over. Anything you do will not prosper. Nothing you. That's why you're not playing it because you know I'm telling the truth. Nothing that y'all do is gonna prosper until you do right. Until you be do right by these people that you look at as being nothing. The first gonna be last, and the last gonna be first. These people that you disregard and you think you can sacrifice these children, these indigenous lands, you done took all the bloodshed, you're gonna have to pay for that. You cannot jump out of this loop. You cannot escape. And I know that's why it's being shadow banned. You cannot escape judgment. I don't care how many dimensions you jump to. I don't care how much you think you can manipulate time. I don't care how much you think you can do the Mandela effect. You will face what you got coming to you one way or the other. And it's not gonna take forever. Because it said if you would do something to the least one of mine, you would be better off for a millstone to be hung around your neck and for you to be cast to the sea. And it also said, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And y'all have touched a lot of people that you shouldn't have been messing with. Y'all have dabbled in a lot of stuff that you have desecrated sacred lands. You have torn down the sacred mounds and the temples and built your businesses and your structures on it for monetary gain. And you got to pay for that. You got to answer to that. You can't keep right on running and hiding. You can't keep right on body jumping. You're going to have to pay the piper and face the magic. And it's going to be sooner than you think. And you can't escape. You can't, they know who you are. That's why they got you here where you cannot leave this place. You will never be able to leave this place. I know you hear me. You will never be able to live because you are diabolical. Look at what you did here. Look at what you did to this beautiful planet. Do you really think that they're gonna allow you to go to another planet and do this diabolical? Look at all you do. You have no chill. You don't know when to stop. You don't know when to stop taking lives. You don't know when to stop harming children. You don't know when to stop sacrificing and doing diabolical evil shit and oppressing the weak. You just you just shouldn't be anymore. You just shouldn't even be like you. You shouldn't even be like it's no reason. What do you contribute but mayhem, chaos, destruction, bloodshed, and you do it to the 10th power. You even do that too much. You can't even you can't even you don't even know when to sit down and stop. Like look at it right now. You should know better than to be messing with countries that's not messing with you. But no, you gotta keep on. You just gotta keep on going, keep on going. You have to be stop. You have to be Leviathan. Wake up, Leviathan. Wake up. Yes. And I don't think that she had. I think he had this coming. Stephon Diggs, because even though I don't agree with her, and I don't even like her music like that. Some of her music I like, but I think she's a plant. But still, I guess she's still a human. I guess they ain't switched her out or whatever. But she got children, and it's sad that those kids. See, you gotta be careful who you have children with too, because a lot of times you got these little girls and little boys being raised by these bed wenches like that. Look at the Kardashian little girls and stuff. It's yeah, a lot of times it's just not gonna be good. It's just not gonna be a good thing because they're gonna raise them up with what they know of talking vulgar and being just no good. And then it'd be different if the people have good hearts, but they wicked and evil. They just no good all around. They just no good. And then playing victim, you seen this coming. You seen what was going on before you enter that situation, and now you want to drag this man like you dragged the other man, talk all this stuff about be careful with you. You and them are basically the same. I don't really show no praise towards Stefan or Offset or none of them, but you lay down with dogs, you get up with fleas. You just like these men that you lay down with, so ain't no need in playing victim. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I don't even feel sorry for myself. I went through some stuff 'cause I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have stayed as long as I did. And when if I was laying down with him, we had something in common. I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, I thought I had something else, and hey, I thought I had something other women didn't have too. I thought I could change somebody. Nope. And we need to stop competing like we better than each other, and just cause you got this and that, you better than the next one. Listen, we in this shit together, and we are one. We are the collective. You done had one, you done had them all. You know what I'm saying? And men, they don't do that. They know that they not gonna. A lot of them know. They know they ain't gonna get with no woman and change it. They just be like, nah. If old boy went through that, then I know I ain't gonna be able to handle that. So, but not us. Not us. I've seen some situations where these women, you tell them something, or you try to give them some documentation. It's like, oh, it was you. You were the bad one. I'm different. I got gold on my Yanni. I'm different. I can change them. Okay. Hey, if you like it, I love it. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn. You're gonna learn like I learned. It takes some food to learn. That love don't love nobody, honey. And getting married, sometimes you have a worse relationship when you get married than you do Shaq. I'm just gonna be for real. Sometimes you better off just. I ain't even gonna live with a man these days. He gotta have his own. I gotta have, unless he's a special kind of person. That's has to be a very special kind of person for me to be able to cohabitate. Yeah, I'm not. I can't do the headache. No, and I don't know why they shadow ban me, but yes, I do because they don't want y'all to hear this stuff. But I'm coming back up here later on, and I'm gonna do some teaching. But this has been my son guy 777. I am out. Remember to release all the things that you don't no longer serve you. Let stuff go. You can show unconditional love, but if you have to distance yourself and set boundaries and release all that baggage, keep your heart light as a feather. The way out of here and to wait to be okay and to be safe and protected and all of that and have your stuff around the 360 is to go within and heal as your way out. This has been my son, God is 777.